I'm Coop. This is another modified Nerf Longshot. So this blaster is actually a contracted build. Somebody paid me to make this. This is supposed to be a Vladof sniper rifle from Borderlands 2. I'd like to state up front, this was not built to be a one-to-one replica of any of those blasters, any of those guns from the video game. It was supposed to be a Longshot that could be functional in HVZ. HVZ is a game type of Nerf. You actually want to be able to rape noobs and rape zombies with Nerf darts. But it was supposed to look sort of like that sniper rifle. I will go over the external features that sort of make it look a little bit like that sniper rifle, but I will start with the internal mods and then go over the external and show you firing. So as you can see, the base blaster is actually a Nerf Longshot. So I took out the air restrictor, upgraded the spring with an Orange ModWorks 5 kilogram spring, upgraded the catch spring, reinforced the Boltsled, and unlocked the access door. All of these things were direct requests from my client. That's all of the internals. Now I'll go to the external. This is a Firefly stock, as you can see. This is a Nerf Firefly. It's actually a Nerf gun that I cut down the shell of, and then I glued it onto the actual Longshot. This doesn't have any function. It is just for looks and comfort. It extends the stock just a little bit more than in the normal Longshot. This little bit up here is also from a Nerf Firefly that I cut down and then glued onto the top, so it's supposed to act as a little cheek piece. And then up top here is a mock scope. It's not actually magnifying, it doesn't help accuracy, it's just for looks. It is based on a normal Nerf Longshot scope, and then I have a Firefly bit. This actually required 2 different Fireflies to do this. And then I have a bit of plastic, it's a little cylinder up here to make it a little longer. And again, this does not actually magnify, it just makes it look cool. You can still look through it, obviously, because it's a clear Longshot scope, but it doesn't magnify, so it's just for lulz. Down here is a Nerf Raider drum magazine. This has not been modified, but it has been painted pretty much completely. So if he takes it out, it doesn't look really crappy and orange. Painting your magazines does decrease the feel just a little bit. It squeaks a little going in, and it's a little tighter than ordinary, but I definitely think it looks a lot cooler. And then up here is a long strike barrel that's painted to match, but it's not actually modified. It's still detachable, just like in normal form. This does decrease the range by a few feet, as with all barrel extensions. And that's just because the dart bounces around inside a little bit and decreases range because it takes some of the energy and puts it into the wall of the barrel. And it also decreases accuracy because it bounces around a little bit. The bipod has not been removed, nothing's been integrated up here, and that's to give it more of a sniper feel. However, the length of the bipod legs is too short for the drum, so if you try to set it on the ground like that, it doesn't actually balance on the bipod, balances on the drums. But if you go up to like a ledge or something, you can use the bipod if you wanted, or take the drum out and rest it on the ground. So now going over the paint job, I started with a black vinyl dye primer, and then I put a dark gray vinyl dye base coat, and then I have accents with Citadel Abaddon Black and Citadel Trollslayer Orange. And then I finished it up with a Krylon Shortcuts Chrome dry brushing. And on top of that, of course, Rustoleum matte clear coat sort of dulls down the paint and also protects it from normal wear and heat. So that's all of the internal and external mods. I'll show you firing. So I'm very happy with how the paint job turned out. It's a little dark for my taste. I personally wouldn't use something this dark. I like to have brighter colors, but it still looks very cool. I ordinarily do not make purely cosmetic modifications, like the scope and the long strike barrel don't really do anything. They just pretty much actually hinder performance by adding mass, but make it look so much cooler, and this blaster looks very, very cool. So overall, I'm very happy with the project. I have not range tested the blaster. It's probably shooting 40 to 50 feet flat, which is pretty ordinary for basic mods to the Longshot. I'm very happy with the function. It's very smooth. I lubricated and filed all the things I normally do in a Longshot to make it very smooth, so priming it's amazing. So that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Now I will go over the internal modifications as well as go over the paint job. So this is an Elite Raven, a little bit